Imagine waking up at 5 a.m. No alarm, no panic, no begging your phone for just 5 more minutes. Instead, you wake up with this calm, dangerous clarity. You know exactly what you need to do, and you just do it without fighting your own brain. Now, you might think that's some kind of superpower, right? But it's not. It's a system, and it's rooted in some really powerful ancient Japanese wisdom. And we're going to break it all down right now.
So let's be honest for a second. You've tried all the stuff, haven't you? The 5 a.m. club, the Pomodoro technique. I bet you've even got a beautifully organized Notion template that you spent hours on. And yet, you still feel stuck. Why is that? Why doesn't it stick? Well, the reason is actually way simpler and a lot more profound than you might think.
Okay, so this right here, this is the whole game. You've probably been running on motivation. And look, motivation feels great, but it's just an emotional spike. It's totally unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is a system. It's consistent. It runs on autopilot whether you feel like it or not. So here's the deal. We have to stop chasing the feeling and start building the system.
And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're about to walk through a proven 3-step Japanese system for building that discipline. And forget all the hype, all the quick fixes. This is a real system, and it actually works.
All right, so this whole system boils down to 3 core principles. First up, we've got Kaizen, which is the art of microsteps. Then there's Ikigai, which is all about finding your reason for being. And finally, we have Shoshin, which is about cultivating a beginner's mind.
Okay, so first up, let's build the foundation. And that starts with principle 1, Kaizen. Kaizen, it literally translates to good change. But the real magic, the secret sauce here, is this idea of micro steps. The whole concept is to make any task you're putting off so ridiculously, stupidly small that your brain literally can't justify saying no to it.
You know how it is. Your brain sees a task like read 3 chapters, and it just sees this huge mountain of effort. That fear response kicks in, right? And what do? We procrastinate. We suddenly need to check our phone or grab a snack. We'll do anything to avoid that friction.
But what if the task wasn't that big mountain? What if it was just read 1 page? I mean, it sounds almost too easy, right? And that is precisely the point. It's so easy, you have zero excuse. You just do it. And that, right there, is how you get started. And this applies to literally everything. You don't have to commit to meditating for 30 minutes. Just close your eyes for 30 seconds. You don't have to drag yourself to the gym for a whole hour. Just do 5 push-ups right here, right now. Don't stare at a blank page trying to write an essay. Just write 1 sentence. The key is to make that first step feel completely effortless.
And this is where the real magic happens. The goal isn't just about doing the tiny task. It's about lowering that resistance wall in your brain. Every single time you take that small step, you're not just doing something, you're becoming someone. You stop being the person who wants to be a reader, and you start becoming the person who is a reader, 1 tiny page at a time. It's a total identity shift. Okay, so Kaizen gets the engine started, right? It gives us that forward momentum. But momentum without a destination, that's just spinning your wheels. And that's where our second principle, Ikigai, comes in. This gives us our why.
Ikigai is basically your reason for being. It's the why that fuels the how. It shifts your whole focus away from these small, short-term goals and puts it on building a long-term legacy. This is the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning with actual energy, not dread.
So how do you find this Ikigai? Well, it's found at the intersection of these 4 key areas: what you absolutely love to do, what you are generally good at, what the world actually needs from you, and, let's be real, what you can get paid for. That sweet spot where all 4 of those circles overlap, that's it. That's your Ikigai. Now, I know that can feel like a huge abstract thing to figure out. So here's a little hack for you. Just ask yourself this one simple but really powerful question. What am I doing when I forget to check my phone? That state of being totally absorbed, that deep focus, that's a massive clue. It points you directly toward what truly captivates you.
All right, so we've got the action from Kaizen, and we've got the direction from Ikigai. What's the final piece of the puzzle? It's the mindset that holds it all together, Shoshin.
Shoshin translates to beginner's mind. And this idea gets at a really profound truth. The biggest enemy to your growth isn't your ignorance, it's your ego. It's that little voice that says, I already know all this. To keep learning, to keep that discipline system running, you have to be willing to empty your cup. Just look at the difference here. The expert's mind, it's closed off. It's always defending what it thinks it knows, and it only sees limitations. Its cup is full. But the beginner's mind, it's wide open. It's hungry to learn. It sees possibilities everywhere, and its cup is always empty, ready to be filled.
So how do we actually practice this? Well, it comes down to a few simple, but not always easy, rules. First, just drop the defensiveness. When someone challenges your ideas, don't argue back. Get curious. Ask them, teach me your perspective. And every single day, remind yourself, you know what? I could be wrong about this. That humility, that's the engine of all growth. So let's put it all together now. Kaizen, Ikigai, Shoshin. This isn't just a random collection of tips. What we've built here is a brand new operating system for your life. It's a whole new identity.
This is your new system for winning. With Kaizen, you learn to win slowly, but you win permanently. With Ikigai, you make sure you're building a life of purpose, not just punching a clock. And with Shoshin, you stay hungry, you stay foolish, and you never, ever stop growing.
So stop chasing those motivation spikes. You don't need them anymore. You have a system now. The only question left is, are you ready to become unstoppable?